So in this video, we will going to discuss about the C function to sort the array elements in ascending order using bubble sort. So include stdio.h and include conio.h. So main. So we're going to have CLR. So we're going to have the array of elements of 20 as of integer type, n number of elements, int and I and j which is in the loop. So int temp. So printf enter the number of items /n, scanf read those elements. Then in the printf enter the elements to sort. So for I is equal to 0, I is less than n and I plus plus, and scanf %d and a of I. Then for j is equal to 1, j is less than n, j plus plus. For open the parenthesis, for I is equal to 0, I is less than n and I plus plus. If a of open the parenthesis, if a of I is greater than or equal to a of I plus 1, open the parenthesis, temp is equal to a of I is equal to a of plus 1, and a of plus 1 is equal to temp, and then close this. So this is how you will going to be able to sort. So printf enter the elements after bubble sort. For I is equal to 0, I is less than n and I plus plus. Then printf %d and /t a of I and get ch function. So what will going to be the output? Enter the number of items 5. So enter the elements to sort 40, 50, 10, 30, 20. So we need to go for this. So here first what it does is, so enter the number of items. So it will read the items, enter the elements to sort, we read this. Scanf, we read it. Once for j is equal to 1, I is equal to 0, I is less than 1 and I plus plus. So what it does, so it comes to this. So here a of I is 40. So a of 0 is 40. So a of 1 will be 50. A of 2 will be 10. A3 will be 30 and A4 will be 20. So to do that, so first the value of I is equal to 0 is less than 5. Yes. Then A0 is greater than or equal to A1. So what it does, A0 is greater than or equal to A1. A0 is 40, A1 is 50. Is 40 is greater than 50? No. So it will not exchange. Then what it does, then it increments. 0 plus 1 becomes 1. Is 1 is less than 5? Yes. A1 is greater than or equal to A2 now. So is A1 is greater than A2? Yes. Then it will exchange between these two. How that exchange will going to take place, that I will go to explain now. So first A1 is greater than or equal to A2. Temp will be equal to A1. So what it does, it will copy the value of A1 to temp. So that means temp will going to assign the value of 50. Okay. Once it does, so then temp will be having 50. Then AI value will be, you will not be having any value for A1 now, because A1 value has been assigned to temp. Then A1 value will be assigned to A2 value will be assigned to A1. So that means what it does, so what is the A2 value? Then 10 will be assigned to A2. Okay, 10 will be assigned to A2. 10 will be assigned to A1 now, because AI plus 1, AI should be equal to AI plus 1. What is AI? I value is 1 now. So AI plus 1 means 2. So that means A2 value is 10 is assigned to A1. 50 is in temp now. Then what happens? Then A2 will be assigned the value of temp. So what is the value of A2? A2 value will be temp. Temp value is 50. So A2 will going to get 50. So that means in the loop what happens? 40 will come here, 10 will come here, 50 will be there, 30 is here, and 20 will be here. So that is how the exchange will going to take place. I will going to explain for one more case. Then what happens? Then again 1 is incremented with I. 1 plus 1 becomes 2. Is 2 is less than 5? Yes. A2 is greater than or equal to A3, because 2 plus 1. A2 is greater than or equal to A3. So that means here 50 will be here. A2 is greater than A3, 30. Yes. because 50 is greater than 30, because 10 will be here now. So then what happens? Again, it comes to this. Temp will be equal to AI. Temp will be assigned the value of A2. So temp will be how much? So temp will be 50. So the 50 will be assigned to temp. Then what happens? AI value is 2. Is 2 will be assigned the value of A2. Once the value of temp is assigned, even the AI value which is 50 is assigned to temp, AI will be free now. So what will be the value of A3 now? A3 value is 30. 30 is assigned to A2. So 30 is assigned to A2 and A3 value will be assigned to temp. A3 will be 50. So that means in this what happens? 40, 10, 30 will come here, 50 will go here. Then again it will goes to the next one. Is 3 plus 1 becomes 4. Is A3 is greater than or equal to A4? Yes, because here A3 value is 50, A4 value is 20. Then exchange between these two. How? Then what it does is temp will be equal to 50, AI will be assigned, that is A3 will be assigned the value of A4. What is the value of A4? A4 is 20. It will be assigned to 40. Then A4 value will be assigned with 50. So 50 will come to the last. This is how the 50 it was here has come to this position. So like this process is repeated. Then what happens? It will come to the next position. That means it will increment 1. Is 4 plus 1 becomes 5. Is 5 is less than 5? No. So it will come out of the loop. Then go to j is equal to 1. J is less than n is equal to 5. J plus plus. So then what happens? So j will become 2. 2 is less than or equal to less than 5. Yes. Then enters into the loop. This process will going to be repeated continuously till it will going to satisfy the sorting. Once it does that, then printf enter the elements after bubble sort. So then for I is equal to 0, A0 value will be 10 and then A1 value will be 10, 20, A2 value will be 30, A3 value will be 40 and A4 will be 50. So this is how the elements after bubble sort will going to takes place. Now we will going to write this program only for the bubble sort by using the Turbo C. Now, so we'll first log into Turbo C. Then here I will go to the new program. Then first we are going to say include stdio.h, then include conio.h, then main, then int, first you will go to have clr, then int, a value of 10, then you can give it in one shot, n, I, j, you can give either you can give space or you can give without space also, then go to temp. So all are declared in one line. So then go to printf, enter the elements, enter the number of items /n, then scan that particular element %d and n, then printf enter the items to search, enter the items not to search, enter the items to search or sort, enter the item to sort, /n scanf sort for I is equal to 0. Why? Because we are entering the number of items, so it will be in the form of an array. I is less than n, then I plus plus, open the loop, then scanf, then %d %a of I, then close it, then close it. Then for j equals 1, j less than n, j plus plus. Here we are not using j as 0 because the pass starts from 1. So that is the reason why we go for j is equal to 1. Then open the parenthesis, then go to for again I equals 0, because A0 it starts from 0 to number of elements. I0, I is less than n, then I plus plus, then open the loop, then A of I temp is equal to A of I. Then A of I will going to assign the value of AI plus 1. AI plus 1. Then AI plus 1 will going to have the value of temp. A of I plus 1 will be having the value of temp. Will be equal to temp. Then close the parenthesis and then close the parenthesis. Then you close this also. Then we will going to write the output. So for I is equal to 0. So here for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, then I plus plus. Then open this printf %d slash t close it, A of I. Then close this, then get ch function, and then close this. Now we are going to run this program. Enter the number of items to sort. The sorting elements, I will take 50, 10, 30, 20, 60. Then we will going to get this as 60. So getting some values. So here, so we will going to take 40, 50, 10, 30, 20. So this is the one which will going to be given. So here we have this. Then we will going to give you Alt R 5. Then we will going to enter the 5 items. So 40, 50, 10, then 30, then 20. Then items to sort. Temp is equal to A of I. AI is equal to AI plus 1. AI plus 1 is equal to temp. Then okay, AI is greater than for here for I is equal to 0. Then what is required is if statement we have to give here, because we need to check for the condition. So what is the condition here? If A of I should be greater than or equal to, or greater than or equal to AI of plus 1, AI plus 1, and close this, and then we will going to have temp and this AI plus 1 and this AI plus 1. So then go to run. Number of items is 5. So here we will going to say 40, 50, 10, 20 or 30 and 20. So then you will going to get as 20, 10. Again we are getting a thing which is wrong. So we will check this program. So if AI is greater than AI plus 1, then temp will be equal to, open the loop. So here again we will going to open the loop. So this will get as this. Then we are going to have the close parenthesis for this one, for loop. Again we will going to have this for loop here and this for loop to end there. So now we will going to execute. So enter the number of items is 5. So we will going to get 40, 50, 10, 30, and 20. So now we are going to get it in the ascending order. So now here, if you want to take the printout, so we will going to have the one more this thing here. We are going to give printf. We will say /n, and this we will not give the printf here. If you give the printf here, it will going to take for every case. So we will going to give one printf /n, and then okay. Now we are going to see how the difference is. Enter the number of items as 5. Items to sort 40, 50, 10, 30, and 20. So now items after the bubble sort, you will going to get it like this. So this is how we will going to have the sorting. So you can also add one more thing here, items to sort. So we can add one more printf statement here. Printf items after the double of items sorted after bubble sort. We can add this statement. You can add any number of statements here. It's not that we have to follow only this method. So these are all the various ways in which various forms in which you can give the values. So it's not only that items to sort, it can be 10, 20, 50, 35, and 25. If you want to give like this, you can give it like this. So again, you can see the 10 will come first, 20 will go to the next, 25, 35, and 50. So this is how the condition will going to work. So this is how the bubble sort will going to work in a program in C. Now in the next video, we will going to take the combination of these two. That means you will going to take the bubble sort first, and then after sorting we will going to for the search element by using the binary search. Now we will going to just go to the quit and save changes no. So we are going to come out of this program. Thank you.